As wrestling fans, we woke up buzzing after last night's Smackdown in Dublin as it was straight fire. The show had two huge moments. First, John Cena schooling Logan Paul in front of an electric crowd, and second, a surprise Randy Orton return. We're breaking down all the wild moments and what they could mean heading into Clash in Paris. Let's dive in. John Cena versus Logan Paul, a final showdown brewing? For a moment, I want you to think about this. John Cena back in the ring, Irish crowd chanting, about to soak it all in, until YouTube star Logan Paul cuts him off with a mouthful of trash talk. Cena stood there for the first time in a long while and just snapped. He annihilated Logan on the mic, flipping over Logan's prime energy display and unloading his classic attitude adjustment to massive cheers. Cena's promos called Logan a parasite and spelled out that he'd waste no time knocking him out in Paris. This wasn't just Cena collecting heat, it felt like WWE has laid the groundwork for something big. On social media, fans are already buzzing with Cena vs Logan hashtags. Many believe this was the perfect way to set up Cena's one last big match at Clash in Paris, August 31st, 2025. Could this be Cena's grand finale? Or is Logan destined to be WWE's next mainstream megastar? Cena repeatedly hinted he's been here, done that, suggesting maybe a legendary matchup, AJ Styles, Brock Lesnar, was his ideal send-off. Instead, he tore into Logan. What does that say about WWE's plans for Logan? Fan polls on Instagram and Twitter are lighting up. Randy Orton returns, the Viper strikes back. Just when the show was settling down, BAM, Randy Orton's music hit. Drew McIntyre was firing up a promo when suddenly the lights went out and Orton RKO'd him out of nowhere. Dublin exploded. Orton didn't need words, one move put Drew down and made a statement. After weeks away from TV, the Viper is back and he clearly came hunting. What's next for Orton? Most fans think Orton has turned his sights to Cody Rhodes, remember the long-running teased feud, or possibly a revenge match with Drew at Clash in Paris. Social media is on fire with fans speculating RKO at SummerSlam or Orton versus Cody's new chapter. Either way, dropping McIntyre sets Orton up as a top contender without even needing a promo. Who's in Orton's crosshairs? Many are guessing the obvious, Cody Rhodes. Orton has history with Cody, and interrupting a Drew promo might have been a message to Rhodes. Others wonder if McIntyre will demand a rematch. A ton of fans on X think we'll see Orton versus McIntyre or Orton versus Rhodes at Clash in Paris. Even that doesn't rule out a surprise appearance. On Reddit, fans are asking, will Orton crash Rhodes versus Drew? Melo don't miss, from comedy to contenders? Anyone else starting to take Melo don't miss seriously? What began as a running joke, Miz creepily trailing Carmelo Hayes, is turning into a legit tag team. On SmackDown, Hayes and Miz teamed up against the Motor City Machine Guns, and shockingly won. It was Melo's codebreaker that put Chris Sabin out cold, setting up Miz to sneak the pin. Afterward, they high-fived like champions. This is huge for Carmelo Hayes. WWE is giving him a rub by pairing him with a veteran like Miz, and each win makes the partnership feel more real. Normally Carmelo would get annoyed at Miz's antics, but last night he didn't seem upset. If anything, he was grinning at ringside. Fans on Instagram are split. Some love the comedy tag vibe, others think Hayes is using Miz until the day he tosses him. Future feud? The big question is trust. If WWE keeps booking them to win, will Carmelo eventually turn on Miz, a la Miz went too far, or will Miz get his own big push? Fans on Twitter joke who's leading who, but in reality this is setting Melo up to look like a star by stealing wins. Street Profits Resurgence, back in the mix? After months of being invisible, the Street Profits finally got their moment. They faced the MFT's Tongaloa and JC Mateo of the Bloodline and were in trouble until chaos erupted. Jimmy Uso and Sami Zayn ran in, beating down Solo Sikoa and evening the odds. Sami even hit a hell of a kick on Solo at ringside, swinging the momentum for Ford and Dawkins. Montez Ford then hit the frog splash on JC Mateo for the win. Ford and Dawkins reunited like old times, soaking up the cheers. This win could be a real turning point. For a long while, the Profits were booked inconsistently, but last night felt like a reset. The Bloodline war has faded, but a Sami/Profits alliance hints they could leap right back into it. Some are even calling for them to jump into a tag title match or the Bloodline storyline. Their momentum looks real now. Aleister Black vs Damian Priest, feud of the summer brewing? Last but not least, the twist of the night. Aleister Black was supposed to face R-Truth, except Truth accidentally flew to Dublin, Georgia. The result? WWE brought in Damian Priest via video, and the two heavy hitters absolutely exploded into each other. They tore through security and brawled all over the ring. It wasn't a match, just a straight-up fight that ended only when referees pulled them apart. This felt like a signal. Priest just lost his world title, and Black desperately needs a main event push. Putting them together hints at a full-blown feud to come. On Reddit, fans are already calling this SmackDown's feud of the summer. Both men thrive in hardcore fights. Don't be surprised if WWE plants this seed now and grows it into a cage or no-holds-barred match later. Fans online are losing it at the idea of Aleister versus Priest in a big stipulation match. Both men love brutal environments, so imagine a Hell in a Cell or Last Man Standing down the line. Priest isn't champion anymore, but could he have the US title? Black used to hold it. Maybe this is setting up a title chase for Black with Priest as the final boss. SmackDown Dublin went from 0 to 90 real quick. Fans are already debating what this all means. Let us know your hot takes in the comments below. Drop your thoughts, smash that subscribe button for more breakdowns, and follow us on Instagram for instant reactions. The road to Paris just lit up, and we'll be right here covering every twist. Till then, take care and we are gonna see you next time, Wrestle News Maniacs.